stand for re-election in California. Too many pictures of him with his arm around Bush in California, and it's like, okay, great for you.
True.
He's very popular, though, man. I like Schwarzenegger. Everybody seems to like him. He's pretty moderate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a Hollywood Republican. Do what you like. We're smoking pot. Hey, right on.
As long as he could put "ator" at the end of everything he says.
As long as he can
and
use
I'll be back. I'm the governor. And the crowd, again, see, it's what I was saying before. The crowds love it.
You're talking about Pat Sajak and Hollywood and how Hollywood won't do anything. And then during the Republican National Convention, it was Hollywood's pure evil and people's morals aren't for Hollywood. And yet they had Arnold Schwarzenegger speak as a keynote speaker at the Republican National Convention. A man who's been governor for less than 2 years and has no history as a politician whatsoever. Suddenly he's asked to speak there. Funnily enough, because of his Hollywood fame.
Right.
Of those morally uplifting movies like Predator and all those.
Morally uplifting.
Kindergarten Cop was good, though.
Kindergarten Cop was superb.
Who doesn't like the Schwarzenegger action movies?
Greatest
actor. Love Predator. Get to the chopper.
I love the Predator.
Best action
I think that's my favorite one of all of them. The first
that one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Predator, because he covered himself with mud, and the Predator couldn't see him.
Oh, yeah.
And our old governor would have never thought of that, man. Greg Davis would just be a glistening
he'd be sitting there getting
skull
killed
on the trophy shelf, man. Just picked clean, you know what I mean?
Spine right out, sure.
Yeah, so, but I know what you're saying. And, well, that's the... Yeah, what was that filmmaker's name? Van Gogh, right?
Yeah.
Which makes it easier for Americans, because the only other famous Dutch person ever.
I know. No, most people didn't even know about the story because they're
related.
Van Gogh and think
He's a descendant.
Related, yeah.
But
Thank goodness it wasn't Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer.
Is he from the Netherlands?
Jerome Crabet.
Wow.
All right, we should take a break.
All right.
No.
No?
We'll get out of the politics thing.
Okay.
That was good, though. Greg Proops playing Carolines all weekend long. For tickets, 212-757-4100. Tickets, 212-757-4100. The instant feedback has exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Greg is getting the people to react. I told you, I said yesterday that the show was going to be a lot different than yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Larry the Cable Guy getting props, I have to say, because the Southerners and the truckers loving Larry the Cable Guy.
I love the Southerners, too, baby.
And, well...
People think all kinds of weird things about me. Like I walk into rooms. I've played Houston this year, North Carolina, Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I murder. Yeah. It's all good.
I was at the Montreal Comedy Festival. I guess that's 2 summers ago now. He freaking killed. Sure. Love your humor.
People think the country is divided into red and blue, and that's all nonsense. There's pockets of insanity everywhere.
There's a guy writing on the instant feedback. Carter was intelligent. You could hear a banjo every time he opened his mouth.
Get it? Wow! That's funny.
And then Tom from North Carolina.
Because I could hear a stapler during that email.
Another thing Kerry had going for him was his run as Lurch on the Addams
Wait
Family.
a minute. You're saying that Kerry looked weird? Like a giant head from Easter Island, perhaps? That he posed for the 5? Let me get this straight. He debated Douglas? You're saying Kerry had a thing.
And people are begging that we get some truckers on the show just to balance this out. So, well, we can move
How
on.
would a trucker balance me out? That's what I like.
That's what they're saying. I don't know.
Political.
Let me tell you, won't you leave the goddamn country if you don't like it?
Yeah, I love that viewpoint.
Yeah.
Because all my tax money's here.
Yeah, 'cause I paid in advance to stay. I do like the celebrities, though, that said they were leaving the country if...
That's a very ill-chosen stance to take before an election.
Really bad, because
So,
no one forgets it.
Talk about slippery slope. I'm moving to France. Well, I'm not moving. I'm just going to go on a holiday there and then come back and sulk.
I'm eating French bread, okay? That's as far as I'm going.
Let's talk tabloids.
Alrighty.
Let's move on.
Oh!
Well, Greg said he's got...
Celebrities.
I was looking through the Daily News here, which is a...
It's a fine newspaper.
All ads.
Oh, newspaper?
Newspaper?
Is that what it is? It's nice.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, buddy.
We consider ourselves intelligent on this radio show, but
On
look
this
around the
radio
room.
show.
We got the Daily News, we got the New York Post, and look what paper hasn't been opened yet today.
Tuesday?
No one's
No,
looking at the New York
The New York
Times.
Times.
Yeah,
get
you can't believe anything that's in the New York
The
Times.
Times remains folded every day.
Every
on this
day.
desk.
All
No
the
one
news
ever
that's
looked
fit
at.
to print, a guy told us that you don't know, but never mind, we'll verify it later. And
We
That's a
use the
good
New York
paper, though.
Times
It's
to cover
enjoyable
up.
That's good.
We use the New York Times to cover up the windows when we get girls in here.
Sure, there you are. And that infrequent occurrence is only what, like every time there's a solar eclipse or something?
Yeah.
Well, we got girls tomorrow.
Oh, hooray. Who do you have tomorrow?
Two porn stars, and we're going to do cherry darts.
cherry darts?
Yeah, we have this nice, intelligent conversation going on today, whether you agree or disagree. And then tomorrow we got guys throwing cherry darts at naked girls' buttholes.
How come I missed that day? How come I get intelligent conversation?
I know.
Who says I don't want some cherry darts in my life? I threw an almond roca at Jenna Jameson once, man. I got
How
it
about
all.
this? We'll extend the invite. You want to come back tomorrow and throw some cherry darts? You can.
All right, let me think about it, man,
right.
because I got a
Just
Cub
to show
Scout
the other
breakfast
side
tomorrow.
of Greg Proops.
I'm making pancakes for the Cubs tomorrow, and I got stuff to
Bring
do.
a few of them in. I'd love to toss something into their tiny hairless backsides.
Which adult film stars have you tomorrow?
Some girl named Star.
Yeah.
I thought you said star, porn stars.
Yeah, I know. I said some girl named Star, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah,
remember.
but they're not
Yeah, but
quite
ought
stars.
we-
pointing
ought
out
we
that they're
to
not
have heard
famous.
of them?
No, her name is Star.
Shouldn't their legend precede
We
them?
would rather
And then,
not have the stars. We would rather have the girls that are actually going to do some really nasty
we like a
stuff.
little skank in our women.
I see what you're saying. May
Yeah.
I?
Little skank.
May I peruse?
You could have a porn star come in here and then tell her, we really want you to bend over. We want to throw a cherry and see how close we can get it to your bunghole. And we want listeners to do it to win prizes. And then they'll say no. And you're like, but you're a porn star.
Can we say bunghole? It's difficult to tell what this woman is. Her name?
That's Candy.
Oh, that's Candy.
Yeah, Candy.
They always have those names. They're always named Fluffy and Pinky and Candy and stuff like that. Notice no porn stars named Gertrude or Bertha anymore.
Not a lot of
you know?
Ethels.
Right, not right. Hey, Ethel.
No Miriam's down there.
Yeah, you can't tell what she looks like because she's completely upside down.
Hey, do you know Terry Weigel, who she is?
Yeah, I remember Terry Weigel.
She blew me on. I was on an internet radio show, and with actually Chauncey Hayden, and she said she'd give us Hummers, and she did it for like a second. Her husband was there. I was packing like one. I couldn't even get the rubber down. I rolled it down once, and I couldn't, but she blew me for a minute. So that was a porn.
Did Chauncey blow you too?
No, he didn't.
Fucking asshole.
Okay, I shouldn't have mentioned
Can't
his name.
stand that guy.
I'm just saying that was the show I
Ugh.
did, and she blew me.
What a tool. Yeah.
That doesn't take away from.
Oh,
my
look
Hummer.
at that.
It totally took away from your Hummer story.
No.
And took the comedy out of the room. Candy is 19 years old and only been in porn for 3 months. Where do you find these girls,
Oh,
Steve?
stop it. That can't be
This is the
true.
guy that finds all our porn, Greg.
Don't get too close to his hat. You'll scorch yourself.
Every day he has to have some kind of flaming wear on.
It's a look.
Today it's the hat. Yesterday, do you have the boots on today?
No, the boots are getting stretched, so they don't give me.
I thought you were
so
getting
they're
more fluid put into him.
Oh,
See, it's like a lighter.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I know. I got that one.
Butane, I should have said.
You have to endear yourself to the directors who know these girls, and a lot of the girls are fresh-faced 18, 19-year-old girls, and that's where the 19-year-old Candy came from.
So she was in high school. She gets out and then decides porno.
Yeah.
Been in it for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. A trucker that does like Greg. I knew they were out there. Johnny,
Of
what's
course
up?
they are.
Hey, bud, I absolutely love you, Greg. I saw you on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Thanks, brother.
And I absolutely love you on there, and I just want to redeem the truckers. Thank God you guys actually have some intelligent conversation, intelligent guests. Because you know what? I couldn't stand Larry the Cable Guy yesterday. He would just set me up with his fucking jokes, and then you guys just knock him the fuck down. It's good to hear.
Wow.
I liked Larry,
We
too.
enjoyed Larry.
That's what I like about the show. Every
Thank
day
you,
it's a little
John.
different.
Every day is a little different, and tomorrow it's a bagatelle of cherry darts.
That's it.
Come one, come all.
Cold-hearted, the trucker. One more here. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I think you guys ought to use Greg as a substitute if Jimmy calls in sick or he has to go on tour, because he's a funny bastard.
Yeah, Greg is very funny.
I never call in sick, and I never go on tour for that one reason. Believe me, I know they're going to put some other comic in here, and then Oprah's going to be like, take a couple days, relax.
Guy's pretty funny.
Yeah, I know.
Say, man,
Just to break it up a little bit, you know.
you can never take a day off, man.
No.
That's the old Hollywood creed. Look, you're doing a terrific job. Go to Hawaii for a week.
I
Relax.
got a quick, stupid question for Greg.
Yes, sir.
That movie Little Nicky, the guy with the glasses that they were giving a hard time, that wasn't you.
No, that wasn't me. Was that Andy Dick who was in Little Nicky?
I don't remember.
No, I didn't see
You
Little
get
Nicky.
confused
I would have
for Andy
remembered, though,
Dick?
because I'd be getting the checks from the DVD, so it wasn't me, brother. But thanks for thinking of me.
And
People
Jury.
confuse you with Andy Dick?
No, never.
Oh,
I was just guessing who wears glasses that was in the movie, man. There's a...
Jerry in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Hey.
Good morning, sweetie.
Hi, Angel Face.
Yeah, I was just actually two quick questions. I was wondering what you're doing on a radio show since you starred in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
What I'm doing on a radio show because of that? Well, I like to visit the regular people once in a while. I like to walk amongst the dirty, scruffy workaday, blue-collar guys. I lay my hands on the afflicted, and they're cured.
All right.
But Star Wars was good fun. Believe me.
You were in that?
I was in I think what I would consider everyone's favorite episode. That would be The Phantom Menace, possibly the finest motion picture ever made. Apparently, some of the plot was destroyed on its way to the theater in a horrible accident, so that was a little confusing. I was a pod race announcer in that one.
Cool.
I don't care what galaxy you're from, that's gotta hurt. That was my voice.
Really?
Oh, that was you. I didn't know.
They CGI'd our heads out, but we did wear we shot on the day, and we wore giant prosthetic heads that they made for us at Leavesden outside of London, and it was me and another comic named Scott Capurro, who's from San Francisco, and we were the voices of the pod race announcers.
That is
we were
probably
both working in
coolest
Scotland
thing
at the
ever.
time, and they cast it over there because they shoot overseas.
You've just been brought up 20 levels.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. I was also in The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm several voices in that. I get a good voice work every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was George Lucas?
Very relaxed. You should be so relaxed with $200 million on the line.
Really?
Yeah, he walked in. He went, "That was great. You want to shoot it again?" Okay, George.
That was it.
Okay, George.
Yeah. There was like 100 people standing around, a blue screen. Nothing was shot like a movie. It wasn't like, I wasn't.
It's all blue
Did you get
screen.
to call
Yeah, I wasn't holding
walks
Alicia
around with a
Cuthbert in
blue
my
screen
arms
behind
or
him.
whatever.
You get to call him George too?
Yeah.
All casual.
Hey man, he's from the Bay Area. We're all from the Bay Area. It's it's that. Hey, how
Something
you
to
doing?
talk about.
It's a liberal.
Is that how you got the gig?
Liberal fascism. No, I'll tell you how I got the gig. I have an American accent, and they were looking for American accents in England.
Oh, wow.
And me
Really?
and the other guy are comedians, and we made up stuff. So we were able to both do sports announcers and go, "He's got the funk in his trunk. He's got the skills to pay." That.
Wow.
Nonsense. Looks like chicken, tastes like chicken. Booyah! And you couldn't have and I think they wanted American voices for the. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Because it was a pod race, and it's like a car race.
Oh, you don't got to tell me.
You want people
I know.
so that it's not, John Gielgud announcing the car race. And
Did they have dialogue for you?
Great deal of excitement as they go down the far turn here. He plays it square. Did they what?
Have dialogue for you, or did you improv it?
Well, they would get mad if we said there was creative latitude.
Okay.
So we were allowed
Creative latitude,
we were
yeah.
allowed to do some stuff. But yes, there was dialogue. Obviously, they had written all the names of the characters and all that, and it was fun. It was only one day's work. What I do have is the Polar Fleece. This is for the geeks out there. I say geeks. I hate that word, but this is for the devotees out there, for the faithful. Star Wars Polar Fleece that says Episode 1. And if Star Wars fans will know what that means. It didn't have a name. It wasn't called The Phantom Menace until right before it got released. And as you know, the chronology is goofy. Whatever the first Star Wars is actually number 4. So carrying on backwards, I was in the first one, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Just
So
to be
that's
part
very.
of the whole
I think I've
thing.
lost everybody, but the Star Wars people know what I'm talking about. So I possess a piece of gear that does not say The Phantom Menace. It says Episode 1 on it. And I think if you went on eBay, which I would never do, it's in my closet, but. So that's an exciting piece of Star Wars trivia.
Put it up and see what they bid.
I get the Star Wars thing gets more. My agent in England said, "Don't do it."
Why?
It doesn't. It's not this. It's not that. It's not this. I said, "It's Star Wars."
Star Wars,
And
you idiot.
For the
Can't
rest
say
of
no
my
to
life,
Star Wars.
Right. I can go to Japan and sign autographs. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody knows it, like ever. So of course, why would I say no? I had to do it.
Hell yeah.
It was great fun, and I'm glad that anyone liked it.
Just being part of the whole Star Wars thing.
Hell,
you got to do it.
Yeah. So exactly, it was fun.
Do things and don't even get paid for
And
it.
for instance, I did a voice in another picture that came out that sank so quickly like a stone called Kaina the Prophecy. Catchy name. I know you're thinking, how come I didn't hear about it? Sounds so sexy. The word Kaina and prophecy in the title of a movie. How did I not get out
How did
there?
it fail?
Kirsten Dunst was the lead in it. Angelica Houston. It was Richard Harris's last picture. Me and another guy named Mike McShane, who's also an improviser. He was on the British Who's Line, a big guy. And we were it was a crazy, like they live on a planet. It was a cartoon. I'm sorry, it was an animated feature.
Right.
And it was like a French thing. And it finally got released this year. We worked on it like 3 years ago, and it just, like into the void.
Tank.
But I thought that was a good one. You know what I mean? Like,
You just
you have
don't
no
know.
idea when you're doing stuff what's going to. Obviously, when you do Star Wars, you have a pretty good notion that people are going to see it.
Yeah.
But with the Kaina thing,